welcome back, youtube.com/GeekAloud for another Let's Install. Today we are going with Evil Dead, the game, available, as you can see, the PlayStation Plus monthly games for February 2023. We will, of course, jump in, add the Evil Dead, the game, to our library, which you should do. It doesn't require you to install it, but always add it to your library, and that way in future, if you want it, you can download it. But if you fail to add it to your library this month, you won't be able to add it next month. All right, so we will, of course, on a PlayStation 5, download the PlayStation 5 version, but of course, note, we also get the PlayStation 4 version. Interesting off the bat, look at this, the PS5 version is 12.11 gigs, while the PS4 version is 3.17 gigs. It's almost the complete inverse that we usually see. Anyway, we'll continue on and we'll back out, and I'll also highlight here that there's the Mafia Definitive Edition, also available this month, as I said, February 2023's free games with PlayStation Plus. That install has already been done on the channel. It was done back in 2020. So if you're interested in the PS4 version of the Mafia Definitive Edition, that install is already available and back a couple of years on the channel. But I also did the Mafia Definitive Edition for Xbox late last year. So that's also available on the channel. If you want the PS4 or the Xbox, they're available. The other game for this month is Ollie Ollie World. Sorry, I'll just jump in and add, as I was saying, always add them to your library. I did the physical copy install of Mafia Definitive Edition a few years ago on the channel, so it's the first time I'm getting the digital version. So that's okay. We've added that one to the library. As you can see, once you purchase it, it then says purchase. Now, Ollie Ollie World, I did do the PS5 digital install on the channel. However, it wasn't the dual edition. It didn't include the PS4. So you can now see the Ollie Ollie World available this month includes the PS4 and PS5. So once again, I'll add it to my PlayStation Plus library. Even though we're not going to do the install today, as I said, crucial to add them to your library as you go to build up that collection. And of course, everyone knows how much I love Destiny 2. So that was purchased on release and a long time ago. All those installs available on the channel. But, as I said, today we are doing, of course, Evil Dead. So, let's pull up the particulars. Where are we? Here we go. Look at this. Okay, I can tell you the download size for the package of Evil Dead the Game, digital edition available in February's 2023's PlayStation Plus free games of the month, is over there, 12.108 gigabytes. And of course, we'll be discussing the Evil Dead the Game on this week's Gaming Enforcement Agency. That's right. It's our weekly video game live stream right here on YouTube. Come along. It's a live interactive experience. So if you're in the chat while we're talking about a game, if you've got your thoughts and opinions, bang them in their YouTube chat. Bully will pull them straight out. We'll discuss them with you in real time. It's quite the interactive TV experience. I highly encourage you to check one out. We've done 60 of them, so if you want a taste, go back, check out last week's. It was a fantastic episode 60, high watermark, I would argue, for the show. And I should also note it's available as an audio podcast. Anywhere you can get audio podcasts, you can get the Gaming Enforcement Agency by Geek Aloud. And if you do pick it up as an audio podcast, please review it or star it or whatever you can do. Any help out there is appreciated. But for now, let's install Evil Dead the Game right here, youtube.com/GeekAloud. installed Evil Dead, the game, right here, youtube.com/GeekLoud. Let's boot it up now. Check out those particulars. See what kind of options we have available. Is there an accessibility menu? What kind of accessibility options do we have? Is there display settings? Is there like a 4K mode, versus a 60 frames per second mode? Is there ray tracing? All the good stuff. We'll dig in, we'll check it out. We will see what, if anything, requires, a little tweakage maybe to get it running just right, as we like to do here on Geek Aloud. And then, of course, we will bounce on out to the dashboard, pull up the particulars, and wrap up this Let's Install video. Of course, we always like to show the... We always like to show the current version number and the full and complete install size. As we've said, we saw the download size. However, they're always compressed files. So it's important to pull up at the end the full and complete install size. So we have a complete historical document, if you will, here on Geek Aloud for today's The Evil Dead. And of course, check back Thursday night for our hands-on impressions during the Gaming Enforcement Agency, our weekly video game live stream. It'd be fantastic to have you in the audience. Come along, chat with us as we do it live. Okay, team, mute microphone, voice chat. We have those options. Games, cross-play enabled. Yeah, you always want a bigger player pool. Tips, yeah, they'll come in handy. Subtitles off by default. Big thumb up there already for this game. What else we got? Is they sensitivity? Yes, camera sensitivity, and aiming sensitivity. I'll leave those by default. Unky Dunky may have something to say about that, but we'll have to wait to see. All right, video's just gamma and contrast, not seeing anything with respect to 4K, performance, ray tracing, that sort of thing. Volume, standard fare there, and a controller map. Okay, so that's pretty standard settings for the old Evil Dead game. Nothing worth changing by default there. Let's pull up the particulars and wrap up this install, shall we? I can tell you it's currently version 1.400.100, and that is a full and complete install size of 12.49 gigabytes. Thank you very much for watching another Let's Install right here, youtube.com/GeekLoud. I hope to see you back Thursday night, 8 p.m. for the Gaming Enforcement Agency. If you can't make it at that time, you can always catch it later as a podcast on any podcast service you like. We're available. Just search up the Gaming Enforcement Agency. What else can you do with Geek Aloud here on YouTube, though? Like it, subscribe it, you'll never miss it. Oh, that was luck. Hey, that's something. Oh, look out!
Big player splash!
Old Uncle Donkey.
Donkey.